If you're here looking for tips on work-life balance, I'm about to break that myth. Work-life balance isn't real. Hi, I'm Fradel Summer, mom of 7 and leader of a team that generates over $1 million in annual revenue. And I'll show you what actually works. Welcome to Her Business, Her Way, where ambition meets purpose and where women remember just how strong they've always been. So if you're an ambitious woman and you want to rise without burning out, then welcome. You're in the right place. Let's get to it. Here's the real problem with work-life balance. Because balance assumes that everything in your life gets equal energy, and it doesn't. Because it's not that work gets 30% of your energy and then home gets 30% and your kids get 30% and then you try to squeeze every single other thing into that last 10%. And every woman just thinks that if I just push myself a little bit more, if I try as best as I can to juggle everything, I'll be able to keep all of the balls up in the air at the same time. And it just doesn't work like that. Because you're human. And even the strongest, most capable, most organized woman can't split themselves up into 100 pieces. High-level women don't balance. They prioritize. They choose what's most important this season, and they let everything else shrink without feeling guilty. And that's the part that no one teaches us, that life happens in seasons. Motherhood has seasons. Work has seasons. Your energy has seasons. Your goals have seasons. And when you try to treat every season like it's exactly the same, that's when everything falls apart. Here's what I want every ambitious woman to hear. You don't need work-life balance. You need intentional seasons of focus. Short bursts where you go all in, followed by intentional seasons where you shift your focus back home. And that's how real women win big without sacrificing themselves in the process. So there are 4 seasons. The first season is the push season. And this is when you have a big goal. Think of a revenue goal, a momentum that you're trying to build, something with a clear end date in mind. And this is a short burst season. So it's only 4 to 6 weeks. It's not longer than that. You have to keep it short so you don't burn out. And it has to have a clear end date. Let me tell you what a real push season looks like. So when I was wrapping up one of the biggest goals of my career, we were attempting to hit the $1 million revenue mark for the first time. I didn't pretend that I could be perfectly available for every phone call, do all my errands, have a 3-course gourmet dinner on the table every night. This was my 6-week season of focus, of pushing, of creating momentum for my goal of finishing the million for the first time. During those 6 weeks, my business was my focus. I had 70 to 80% of my focus on my business, but I had sat down with my kids and we had a conversation about it and we discussed about how it's only for a short season to create a quantum leap, to create momentum so that we could accomplish a huge record-breaking goal. And my kids understood and they were excited and they were enrolled in the process and in the goal because they knew that the minute July 1st hit, my focus would flip. And 80% of my focus would go to the kids, to home, to vacation, to memories, to summer. And my business went into maintenance mode. This is alignment, not balance. You don't have to give everything equal weight. You have to give the right things the right way at the right time. And here's another point. Ambitious women don't burn out because they push. They burn out because they push without an end date. A push season has to have a clear end date. Season 2, and this is the one I alluded to earlier. This is the home season. This is the one that comes after the big push, when all of your energy, about 80% of your energy, can shift from your business to your home. And this is where you get grounded, you get organized. You can organize your closets that have been neglected. You can rest, you can reconnect with the things that ground you. So in my example, this would be July. And this is a season that's not you taking a break. This is a season that grounds you. It's part of the system. And high achievers need this season just as much as the push season. Season 3 would be maintenance mode. And this is a season when you're not in major push mode and you're not in major family mode. You're just simply living your life. So whatever this looks like for you on a typical season. So maybe 30% work, 30% home, 30% other things, and 10% for yourself. You're simply living your life. So this is where you have your consistent patterns and rhythms and no pressure and no guilt. Maintenance seasons are where you protect your mental energy and you kind of gear up for the next push. And season 4 is the reset season. This is a season that chooses you. You don't choose it. So this is after chaos. Maybe you just married off your kid. Maybe you made a bar mitzvah. Maybe you just had 3 kids home with the flu. Whatever it is, this is the season when you are simply surviving. And your job is simple. Just get through it as best as you can. And don't beat yourself up because this is out of your control. And women who honor this season come back stronger every time. So season sounds really nice, but this next part is what's going to change your life. And that is priorities. Every season needs priorities. And that's why balance doesn't exist. It's not you balancing all the different parts equally. It's you choosing what you're going to prioritize in that specific season and what you're going to let slide for the moment. So priority number 1, this is your main target. So in a push season, this would be a business goal, hitting a metric, building momentum. In a home season, it would be your presence, making memories, family routine. In maintenance season, it would be stability, routines, consistency. And in reset, it would be survival, rest, and your mental health. Priority number 2 would be your non-negotiables. So these are things that are gonna stay consistent no matter what season you're in. And this would be your kids' emotional health, your marriage, having a healthy dinner every night, whether it's home cooked or not, making sure someone helps your kids with their homework, preparing Shabbos, paying the bills. These are all things that are gonna be non-negotiable no matter what season you're in. And priority number 3, the temporary drop list. And this is one that I am an absolute expert on. So when I'm in push season, like for example, in June of that year, I do 0 errands, 0 dentist appointments, 0 home cooked dinners. Well, not 0, but pizza is perfectly acceptable. I don't do quick Target runs. I don't do closet organizing. And if you're just calling to chat, I might not answer the phone. Everything that doesn't move the needle on my business waits. But in July, I'm the errands queen. You should come see my closets. And me and my husband and my kids are making memories and taking trips and going on vacations and spending so much quality time together because the season has changed. And here's the part that I really want you to hear. You can do everything that you want to do, just not all at the exact same time. When you stop trying to do everything in the same week and instead give each priority its proper season, life stops feeling like pressure and starts feeling like clarity. And so women don't need another conversation about balance. We don't need more guilt. We have enough of it as it is. There is no such thing as work-life balance. It's a myth. The part of it that is real is you choosing your season and you choosing what priorities are most important to you at that specific time, and you knowing that you can get to everything, just not all at once. And so there's no reason for guilt. And as long as you keep your non-negotiables in front of you at all times, for me, it's my kids. They will always be number 1. I will always fit them in. As a highly successful woman, you need to be able to honor your ambition and your motherhood, your sprinting and your resting. You need to be able to build a powerful business without sacrificing the people you love the most. This framework, seasons, priorities, alignment, it's how I built my $1 million business. It's how I raised my family. And it's how I want you to step into your own strength. Remember, success is not about balance. It's about knowing the season that you're in and matching your priorities to it. So if you're a successful businesswoman and you want to hear more, hit subscribe. Stick with me. We're just getting started.